all right. We are on the air. First time here in Indiana, Florida. Inside the sound wave. A1A, Indialantic.
I'm excited.
And we've got our guest today, our first guest of the show. First time.
First, once.
First, once.
I'm the guinea pig.
Yay! The guinea pig? Wait a minute. The guinea...
And pig.
And pig.
I'm Italian, and that's what my wife calls me. So
the guinea
it works out.
Pig.
I'm a guinea pig. What are you going to do?
Yes, we have Ron Caddy today. I am very honored to have you here, Ron.
More than that, I'm honored that you asked me.
It is really great, man. I'll tell you what, this is one guy I really like. The whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of these guys.
We're cloned.
They were here not too long ago playing the good tunes, 5-part harmony. Ron is here today. He's going to be my first man on the show. I hope you all like it because we're going to have local artists every week, every Thursday at 2. But then again, you get to watch it. You get to watch it. See, we got to watch this too. You get to watch this show every Thursday with local musicians. Local musicians. We don't care. That's about right, too. We don't care, if you're a big guy or a little guy.
That'd be fantastic.
Fantastic. We don't care. If you're a musician here in Brevard County, we want to have you on the show. And all you got to do is give me a call.
Hello, can I be on your show, please?
321-505-1183. Give me a call, and we'll see if we can get you on the show. I mean, we're getting all kinds of nice people and good musicians on this show starting this week with Ron Caddy. Ron, my man.
What can I do for you, sir?
Tell the people a little bit about what you are about with your music. And I know you're doing some good things for the Lord lately.
Yes, I am.
Right? And that's good.
Yes, I am.
I'm
working on 2 separate projects.
2 projects.
I'm working on 2 separate projects right now. One being my Christian contemporary project, and one being my secular project, for lack of a better term.
Glory, hallelujah.
Oh, my goodness.
Glory, hallelujah.
Glory, hallelujah. But no.
I've been...
after about a 9-year dry spell of couldn't write 3 notes together that sounded relatively of anything, finally the floodgates opened, and life changed, and it was wonderful. Married, got the kids, and the whole 9 yards now, and I'm writing every day. Every day. It's amazing.
Well, you completed a song this morning.
Just this
6
morning.
o'clock.
And I'd like to do that one today if I could.
Yeah, we're going to have you do that. That's great. We'd be honored to have you do that.
That's a cool tune. That's a cool song. I like. I don't sit down and write music. And I don't want to sound silly, but it comes to me, as it does most songwriters. Tunesmiths, they sit down and they contract. They make a song, and they have their certain formula. My formula is wait for it to come, and it comes. Right. My song Children's Eyes, I wrote driving from Melbourne to Orlando, and I was really mad because I had to leave my kids on a Saturday afternoon, and by the time I got back from Orlando, I had a full song. It was that simple.
And that video's on YouTube.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we're going to play that video. I think it's the second break of the show.
Oh, cool.
There'll be the video that's on YouTube for y'all to view. It's a very good song. Make sure you have some napkins.
Napkins?
Tissues. It's a very good song. So we're going to have napkins.
My Children's Eyes. It's terrible.
It's a really good song. It's on YouTube. And you'll get to see the video, so you can go back and check it out, too, at a later time and really enjoy the song.
Thank you.
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be fantastic.
Yes, it would.
Well, I want to ask you how this all came about. I mean, I know.
Song or
no.
Me? I was born a poor white child.
Yep.
What do you want to know?
Alabama or New York?
Actually, East Harlem, New York. East Harlem, New York. I was born, and parents moved us out to Brentwood, New York, Long Island, which was nothing but East Harlem without the tenements. And it's true. It's true. Great place to grow up. We had a lot of great musicians in that town. We had 3 choices. You were either sports-minded and you tried to get out that way. You were musical, tried to get out that way, or you went to jail. So basically, I went to the music side because I was terrible at football. And lot of good people came out of that town. Manhattan Transfer, Orleans, a number, Cameo. A lot of groups came out of that, all from that same generation we came out, and we were just going nuts with the music. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And when roughly was it? 60s?
No.
70s?
70s, thank you.
70s?
Yeah, 60s, no.
I mean, I started playing when I was in the 60s.
Yeah, but you were 25 at the time. You're old.
Okay. Got me on that one. Yeah, I did start in this. You had to be a Beatle fan?
Of course.
Well, then if you remember the Beatles, you have to be...
No. I was born in the late 50s, and of course I was a Beatle fan, especially as a songwriter. You can't be a songwriter and not appreciate and love Lennon and McCartney. As a matter of fact, I was a Paul McCartney fan, and that's why I gravitated to the bass so much. And we didn't have a bass, we didn't have a guitar at home, so there was a big piece of cardboard in my basement, and I cut out a guitar, drew strings, and that's what I played on to the Beatles music. So yeah, I was into the Beatles, and then I got turned on to Motown and David Ruffin, and that was the end of my Beatles.
So you got into Motown.
Into Motown
in the 70s,
in the late 60s and early 70s. Got into Motown, and
who did you hear first? That really kind of or what
David,
music?
David Ruffin, the Temptations.
The Temptations.
Ruffin, of course. All the Motown guys just drove me crazy, and I loved it. And one thing led to another, and got into the hard rock thing for a little period of time. I had my collection of Zeppelin and Grand Funk and all that, but then I got lucky and got into the disco scene, and that's what, disco. I am a disco fan, and I don't care what you say. I like that.
We have a small audience today. A few more will be here shortly. What about disco? Who has anybody? I'm a big disco fan. I really.
Well, you've got to say that because he's sitting next to me.
No, I really
disco
am
fever, man.
Because when I played in a band back then, we did a lot of disco. I mean, I still love it to this day. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you horrorcore. I mean, anyways, whatever.
Anyway, I got into the disco thing, and I was fortunate enough to play with some big people towards the late 70s, Andrea True Connection and what have you, and did a lot of studio work.
But you went from Motown to disco.
It was a very short skit. Very short skit. Very, very R&B disco. It was a very short
You
jump.
mean kind of like the Bee Gees, though? I mean...
Well, the Bee Gees, once the Bee Gees came in, and as soon as Saturday Night Fever came out, disco actually started to slide down. Disco started in 72 in the underground. And
oh, okay. I mean, in 72, though. I don't remember hearing disco in 72. I was in the David Bowie in 72 with Ziggy Stardust.
And you smoked a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah. No, a glitter rock.
Glitter rock. You would look good with lipstick and eyeshadow.
And Mata Hoople and Bowie, yes. But I never got to dress like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In a band. I mean,
sorry.
I would have loved to have played in a band that was glitter rock. I don't know. I thought it was kind of good music.
Okay. We playing where we played on Long Island and growing up there, we were all friends. All the bands hung out together, including Twisted Sister, who always played at a place called St. James Infirmary on Deer Park Avenue. So when talking about glitter rock, you got to talk about Twisted Sister and Dee
They were
Snider.
out back then.
Oh yeah, they were almost a house band at a place called the St. James Infirmary in Deer Park, Long Island, and we all hung out.
When was that roughly, though?
Roughly 76, 77,
Twisted
78.
Sister was out then.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Absolutely.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That was my thing. And then I came to Florida, hooked up with TK Records.
No, when did you come to Florida?
1982. 1982, I came down here.
So previous to 82, you were in New York.
Previous to 82, I was banging around in the studios in Long Island and hanging with Andrea True.
Any
and the
names
of
of those studios? You remember some of the names?
Kingdom Studios, Electric Ladyland, Rock and Reel, and my good friend Dennis, who had a place called Flying Z Studios, little studio that was just, we got amazing sounds.
And where was that?
That was in Islip, New York. Kingdom Studios was on Long Island. Electric Ladyland, of course, was in Manhattan. We banged around a lot. We had a good time.
And then you came down here.
Then I came down here. I came down here for vacations that I don't want to leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you came down in 82.
Came down in 82.
And you went back and then came back here.
Came here for vacation, saw the blue skies, saw the water, saw the women, and decided that this is where I want to live. And I went down to North Miami because when I say I came down here, I came to Lauderdale. I didn't come to Brevard County till '89. And I went to North Miami and went to a place called TK Records, owned by Steve Alamo. He had basically the disco market locked up, and met him and started recording and doing studio work for his studio. And hooked up with Casey and the Sunshine Band, did my thing with them for a while.
Oh, you were with Casey?
Very short period of time, but yes.
You said though in '82, disco was pretty much.
Disco was working its way out, but there was still nothing but dance music. We had a lot. It was starting to go techno, and naturally metal,
like Madonna,
and whatnot.
Yeah,
and it started going to the techno side and the punk side, but it was still dance. People still wanted to dance. They wanted to dress up and have a good time.
Wow.
So it was fun. I loved it. And all the time writing my music and doing what I could do.
We're getting ready. We'll be right back. We're going to go to a 3-minute commercial. We'll be right back with a little bit of music by Lee Schnagle.
Yeah, Lee.
And we're gonna let you see a video as we take a break.
They can't even dream Okay, here's the song. It's called Getting Hard to Hold the Reins. It's getting hard to hold the reins when you're going down in flames. Soon you'll find yourself alone, going down just like a stone. I don't know what's left to see. There's nothing there for you and me. Now our backs against the wall. We'll either stand or we will fall. Looking out across the land, some will rise and take a stand. They're coming now to stop our voice. Now there is no other choice. How many times did they agree to turn their heads and not to see, as they came and stole our wealth and doing things to rob our health? Skies above have all been changed. The long white trails look very strange. The birds have fallen without a sound. They lay there silent on the ground. Now I know the end is near. The Lord my God's the one they'll fear. There's powers here that we don't know. They're here to help us as we go. When we go.
All right, we're back. We are back with Inside the Sound Wave. I have to get my guest back here. Nice job, Lee Shenagle. He's one of my good friends for the past 3 years, been a faithful friend of mine here at the studio. Stuck with me through thick and thin, done a lot of things for me. He's our studio guinea pig. because I'm always calling him and say, Lee, I need some help here. Can you try this out for me? We need to do this and that. But that was Lee. Very good friend.
Good job.
And Ron Caddy is back.
Good job.
Ron's back. Yay, Ron's back.
I'm back.
And Lee did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Good song.
He
Good
has
song.
a lot of good Christian songs. I mean, he's got 85 songs.
God bless him. That's
and,
a lot. That's
and he
a lot
wrote
of
all
blessing.
85. And he's got
Wonderful.
a little studio in his place, and the man cave, and he goes in there and he just stays in there for hours, and then he brings it over here and says, "Will, listen to this."
Very
Great
cool.
job. It was a good job. Good job.
See, I'm technologically challenged. I need studios to do what I do.
He actually has his own little studio with
Very
a lot
good.
of good stuff in it too. Really, a lot of good
Excellent.
equipment.
Excellent.
And he's done really well there. You got at least 85 songs, don't you, Lee? Yeah. Good. Awesome.
Very awesome.
By the way, you'll be seeing more of Lee because he doesn't know that. I'm going to ask him to play again probably next week, can't next week, but the week after. But I'm also going to have him on as a guest so you can listen to his story, how he's got to where he is today, just like Ron. Just like we left off in 1982.
You want to pick up from the 82? You know, we got a lot of years from now until then. That's still 20 years.
I just want to go back. I want to go back to the beginning where, what instrument did you exactly pick up and start playing first?
I'm Italian. So when you're Italian,
It's a mandolin?
Almost. It's somewhere written in the laws that when you have an Italian young man child, you must torture them with the accordion. It's the truth. Torture them with the accordion. I hated it. I still have the darn accordion to this day, and I still, when I hear the sound of it, I go, you know, I'm not a Weird Al Yankovic
You
fan.
started playing the accordion
4
first.
years old, and
Four?
And my father, who had the accordion since he was 16 from Italy, they put this thing in my lap, which was probably bigger than me, and I had to play the accordion. They didn't even give me a concertina, which is nice and easy. No, this monster. So I played that for a couple of years until finally I cried enough that they left me alone.
You took lessons for how many years?
I took lessons by a man named Joe Bovio, another guinea.
Oh, boy.
And Bovio. And, of course, I had to learn the accordion until finally my parents gave up on me. And then I picked up the guitar and started playing that and picked up whatever was around.
Just off the path. Is your mom and dad from the United States, or were your grandparents actually born in Italy?
My grandparents were born in Italy.
And your mom and dad here?
My mom and dad are here.
Same with mine, too.
Well, I'm very happy to hear
thing.
that. Maybe we're
Our
cousins.
grandparents came over on the same boat.
Did they?
Probably.
Oh, my grandfather had that big guitar with the F-holes, and he used to play that all the time. Was your grandfather playing on boxes?
No, my grandfather played the mandolin.
Oh, okay. All right.
He did.
Did he?
Actually, he really did.
Oh, he's Italian. It was
I
either
can
the
remember-
accordion or the mandolin.
I can remember him when I was a little kid, and we'd have the family things, and he'd be over there playing that mandolin. I thought it was a guitar because I was only a little guy.
Right. No, our family gatherings always had everybody with their instruments and everybody playing their songs, and that's the way it was. So yeah, played the accordion, then of course went
Guitar?
on, played guitar. Picked
What
up
was
the guitar.
What was the next thing after the accordion?
After the accordion was a dead spot in the middle, and then picked up the guitar. Picked up my father's guitar when he wasn't looking.
Guitar.
6-string guitar. And learned that and played that for quite some time. And then finally the family bought a piano, and I played that and always wanted to play bass and couldn't afford a bass, so I learned how to play bass on the top 4 strings of my guitar until I finally got a bass. And I had a lot of fun with all the different instruments. I'm a master of, jack of all trades, master of nothing.
You play all very well.
You lie, and I love you
I've
for it.
heard you play bass too. I've heard you play bass.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
What
fun.
do you mean?
It's fun. Jack of all trades, master of nothing. No, I can't speak about playing bass when in the studio right now we have probably the best bass player in the country. He's in the restaurant.
I think he's the best anywheres.
If not the world. If not the world. I mean, Brevard County is an amazing place to live. We have the most amazing talent. And to have David Pastorius in Brevard County.
I'm honored to have him here too.
It's amazing.
When he walked in the door and Tommy said,
Yeah.
I went, wow, David. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, when Dave came, Dave is an amazing, just God-given talent to the bass. I used to know his uncle Jocko, and we used to bang around together in the early 80s, and I got the benefit of moving to here, meeting Dave's father, and then inevitably Dave. And when Dave plays the bass, I don't like talking about being a bass player.
I know.
Ever. No. I've never shown him my bass because he will make my bass do things that I can't. It will make me very jealous.
Can I have a holler from Dave so everybody knows that Dave
Say hello,
is here?
Dave.
Dave, holler hello for me.
Hello.
There you go.
Boy, you're excitable. Man, just can't shut that man up.
I'm very happy to have the best bass player in my studio. Really. Today you made me happy. So not only by having you as a guest, but I have Dave here and I have Tommy here too, and I love Tommy too. Tommy's another.
I've known Tommy since
Tommy.
I was 15 years old. Let me give you a quick little story to go back. I know we're supposed to be on 82, but I forget what year it was, but I was 15, and there was a band on Long Island in New York called the Rhythm Jesters, and I just idolized that band. And Tommy happened to be the keyboard player of that band. And I would sneak into nightclubs at 15 to see Tommy's band, the Rhythm Jesters, play. And they used to pat me on the head because I was just a nice little kid. And they never told on me that I was so young in the nightclubs. But that's how long I've known the old guy. And Tommy is still one of the best keyboard players I've ever known. Ever known. So we have so much talent in Melbourne, it's just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Saxophones, you got Kenny Cohen. Keyboards, you got Tommy. You got Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark.
It's amazing. Vocalists.
Russ Kellum.
Yeah, Russ, phenomenal.
Michael Wright on drums.
And sometimes he's wrong, but he's right on drums.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm a drummer, and I look up the mic.
Well, he's tall.
Yeah. Every time he comes to the studio, he gives me a little tidbit about drums. And actually, as old as I am, I'm still learning, but with the little tidbits he gives me.
Well, brother, when you stop learning music, you might as well put down the instrument. Because it's an ever-growing, evolving art and talent. The older we get, the better we get at our instrument, as long as we're on the darn thing. So you got to learn. If you don't want to learn anymore, just put it away and go to work at Burger King. You're done.
That's right. I got it. By the way, I still have that picture of all five of you guys goofing off in the kitchen when you're all taking a break when you should have been rehearsing.
Yeah.
I still have that picture. I show that to people. All right. I guess we got to go to another break here. You sure that was enough time? Wow, that's great. Okay, we'll be back. We're going to take another short break. We'll be back with Ron, more music, and some more good stuff. And let me tell you, don't forget about Florida Discount Music. These guys are great. They got a good selection of stuff at a good price. Love the guys.
longer. The usual request from my son and daughter. Daddy, come upstairs and kiss us goodnight. Daddy, can you sing another song? It's been quiet for way too long. Can we jump on your lap and squeeze us real tight? much too fast as they said it would. I'd rather be with them if I only could. They have 4 little hands and 2 big hearts. I'm a working dad and I do my part, but I'd rather be at home, recharge my life. I look forward to the future, but I miss their past. Dance to my babies, but they're growing fast. I'd rather be with them while they still give me their time. I get what I need from my children's eyes. We can ride our bikes or play some ball, have a tea party with your favorite doll, give mama a break to maybe paint her nails. Don't need no vacation going far away. Time with the family so we can play. Head back on the road and bring the bacon without fail. Time passes much too fast as they said it would. I'd rather be with them if I only could. They have 4 little hands and 2 big hearts. I'm a working dad and I do my part, but I'd rather be at home, recharge my life. I look forward to the future, but I miss their past. Dance to my babies, but they're growing fast. I'd rather be with them while they still give me their time. I get what I need from my children's eyes. What their eyes can see means the world to me. But they won't stay in my world forever. They will leave the home. They have their own world to roam, their own way. And I gotta say, I'll miss them every day. I look forward to the future, but I miss their past. They're still my babies, but they're growing fast. I'd rather be with them while they still give me their time. I get what I need from my children. Hands and 2 big hearts. I'm a working dad and I do my part, but I'd rather be at home to recharge my life. I look forward to the future, but I miss their past. They're still my babies, but they're growing fast.
Whoa, we're back. Hey, these are getting real quick. These little interviews. We might have to make this a little longer, huh? We're glad you're back. We had a nice song by Lee. Now we're going to have a nice song by Ron Caddy, my first guest of the show, first guest ever of the show here on Inside the Soundwave. Ron's going to do a song now for us on the piano that he wrote called "Dance with Your Eyes Closed." It's a beautiful song. I hope you all enjoy it. I know we already heard it and we love it. Here's Ron.
By the time she was 8 years old, her mama looked way too old. Got to get her ready to live her life on her own. She said, I don't want to leave you, but I haven't got much time. Hear what I'm saying, and keep it in your heart and mind that you dance with your eyes closed. Smile like you do know that Laugh like you haven't got a care. Sing a bit too loud. Stand straight and proud. Love like tomorrow won't be there. She lived her life as if in a dream, through ups and downs and the in-betweens. She would just close her eyes and twirl. The life lesson she was young to learn, she'll pass it on when it is her turn. The words she heard her mama say as a little girl, she said, I don't want to leave you, but I haven't got much time. Hear what I'm saying and keep it in your heart and mind, that you dance with your eyes closed, smile like you do know, laugh like you haven't got a care. Sing a bit too loud, stand straight and proud. Love like tomorrow won't be there. Love like tomorrow won't be. There's a lesson we must learn. When the evil takes its turn, we must hold our head up. When the puppet don't vain, everybody takes their stand. All you got to do is dance. Dance with your eyes closed, smile like you do know, laugh like you haven't got a care. Sing a bit too loud, stand straight and proud. Love like tomorrow won't be there. Love like tomorrow won't be there. She was born in the wintertime, late December 2009.
That was a great job, Ron.
Thank you, brother.
Seriously.
Thank you. That song, I was sitting on my couch, which obviously I do a lot, and my daughter, who is at that time was 5, she's now 6. She turned 6 a couple of weeks ago. She was standing in the middle of the living room, spinning around with her eyes closed, hitting furniture, which she loved to do since the moment she could stand. And I'm sitting there yelling at her to open her eyes so she doesn't hurt herself. And I just went, And I walked to the piano and wrote Dance With Your Eyes Closed. I had a couple of parts of it that I didn't like that I finally finished this morning, but that song was inspired by my daughter.
How long did it take to put the whole song together?
Well, the whole song was put together in maybe an hour or two. But there was just a little C-section, about 6 months ago. 6 months? But the C-section I just wrote today, and obviously forgot a couple of the words just now. I can recite them now, but I love live TV.
That's a great job.
Thank you so much.
Good job. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate the
I appreciate
good music.
this. This is fun.
It's great to have good musicians on the show, and start it off with you. It's an honor. I just wanted everybody to see this picture of Ron. I guess it would be about 25 years ago, maybe.
And 100 pounds ago?
Huh?
And that would be Ron, if you can see it. I can see it pretty good on the monitors. It looks like it's a pretty good... Is that you on the kneeling, or sitting on the floor, rather?
That's me down there, yeah.
What's the name of the band?
The name of the band was Ron Caddy and Future. That was my album in the 80s. We had a record out. The record label and management were all excited. It was going to go gold, and it went rust. Didn't go anywhere. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We toured trying to promote the record, and that was a good band. Great band. I enjoyed them very much.
And the fellas still all over the place?
Everybody's all over the place. Still keep in touch with most of them.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
What about this picture? This is about 20 years ago or
That's a band called the J-Tones. We were a house band at my nightclub in Palm Bay in 1991. I'm looking at the back of the picture, but there you have local musicians, Bob White on bass, Rob Richmond on drums. Rob is member of my original band, RCM. Myself, Tommy Welsh, the gentleman I used to go look at when I was 15, and
Good
Jack
picture right
Clutterham, who is a staple in Brevard County. Staple as a single guitarist singer. He's a staple around here.
What
He's
year is this?
wonderful.
I mean, what year was this going to
1991, 2, 3,
Oh, okay, 90s.
around there.
Very good. What was the name of this band again?
That band was the J-Tones.
The J-Tones.
J-Tones.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Palm Bay, Melbourne, Florida.
Wow, Brevard.
Brevard, always
This
Brevard.
one was New York.
That was Fort Lauderdale.
Florida too.
That was Fort Lauderdale as well, yes.
Okay. All right, and then we've got one 10 years ago, I guess.
10 years ago.
10 years. Maybe we can get a little bit of a close-up on that one.
This is embarrassing stuff here.
10 years ago. Take a look at that. What's the name of the group?
That band is Swing This, headed by George Wilson on drums. That had the most phenomenal players, every one of them. Ron Purtle, the Van Riper twins, of course, the late, great Billy Van Riper, who passed away three or so years ago from a heart attack, broke all our hearts. George Wilson on drums, and a myriad of other guys, Brad Baker. And
Where is this at? Where's the group?
that's here in Melbourne.
Melbourne.
That's there in Melbourne.
Melbourne group.
Like I said, I've been saying, and I'll always say, the talent in Brevard County is just unbelievable. It's like we all come here after being somewhere else just to get away from the nuts and stay amongst people of our own kind. Because this county is just amazing with talent.
Yeah, because one day I was just in the studio and a drummer came in, and an older guy, and he said, I used to drum with Paul McCartney and Wings.
How cool is that?
That would be Tommy Sesselberg. And he's living in Indian Harbor Beach.
Everybody's here.
And I'm like,
Don't we have Bobby Dahl here around the corner?
no, well, he's right around, just down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, everybody's here.
Bobby's here, yep. Jack Starr is here.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but we all just ended up here. It's amazing.
And of course, Pat, the drummer for
Bouts.
Three Dog Night, he's right in Cocoa Beach.
Yeah. It's amazing county. It's amazing county. And then we have a wonderful venue like ISW that we can come, rehearse, record, do our thing, do our demos, do our mastered cuts. It's a perfect place. I love this place.
Yeah, that's, ISW
Melbourne,
loves the musicians.
Melbourne is an undiscovered gem. People, those in the know it's here, but not many people know where it's at.
And we try not to tell anybody so we can keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, it's paradise, so that's why everyone comes here.
You're right.
Is the camera on you?
Yes, it is.
All right, everybody. That's Jamie Martino.
Hi, Jamie.
He's been with me over 3.5 years. He's been with me as an audio engineer, my video engineer, my computer specialist, and one of the only ones that I've kept around for 3.5 years.
Currently doing the job of 4 people.
Because he does the job of 4 people. He just doesn't do, hey, what do you do? One thing. Jamie has got it down.
At this moment in time, I'm doing the job of 4 people. I'm running the cameras, I'm
there
doing
you
the
go.
sound, I'm doing the streaming.
And you know why? Because you're cheap.
Okay, Italian Jew.
No, the Italian married the Jew. That's why I have such the perfect family.
Okay, so let's get back on track here.
We're on track?
Right, I think we are.
I hope so.
Okay, what are we doing now, musically?
Musically, honestly, all I do now is write, record. We're planning on RCM that did the Children's Eyes song. We're planning on doing a full CD out of all my other stuff that I've been writing, including Dance with Your Eyes Closed, which I do love that song, and also working on my Christian Contemporary CD and getting that completed as well. That's my what I'm doing now. Plus, of course, doing the music ministry at my church and playing bass for the Christian Contemporary Church.
Right?
Yeah, St. John the Evangelist, and I do the 9:00 Mass, and very cool. And we have a good time, and it makes me stretch, and I don't have to deal with the club owners of Melbourne, and I still enjoy myself. I get my music thing, and I get my spiritual thing, and I enjoy doing the church.
Smoke free.
Smoke free until I have a cigarette.
Well, I mean, when you're singing to the Lord, to smoke. By the way, ISW is a Christian-based recording studio. It always has been from the first day we've stated that on our website. We are a Christian-based recording studio, and I'll say it in the holy name of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Now,
Yes.
projects. You're gonna work on a project, right?
Correct.
You're gonna start a project.
RCM is going to finish the first CD, and RCM is not going to do the Christian Contemporary, but I will be doing the Christian Contemporary as well.
When you plan on doing it?
We're working on it
Start
now.
soon?
Working on it
We're in the
now.
works?
Yeah, everything's in the works. Everything's going. Hoping for a release right after the holidays.
Hopefully the studio,
Of course.
right here at ISW.
Of course.
Good. We all right.
Anywhere else?
Ron Caddy here. Amen. I gotta get on my knees later, and we get Ron here, we get Tommy here, Dave here. Oh, Dave, whoa. Let's get
Be
Dave
careful
here.
when you say get on your knees with them here.
Yeah, I'm
Get
worried
on our
about
knees
that.
here.
I'm worried about that, but we won't go there.
We get Lee here, right? There we go. All right, well, so we got a project going. It's going to be starting. You're
Going to be finishing, yes.
finishing up, right, by the end of the year, hopefully.
Correct.
Good. And what else can I say? I mean,
Is it lunchtime?
What else can you? Well, you live here do you live here around? You live in Vieira.
I live in the Viera area, actually Grand Haven, which is the very end of the Pioneer Causeway, where they put the new extension. That's where I live.
But you're not presently playing and performing in any clubs.
No.
When was the last time you did here in Brevard? It's been a while.
It's been a long time since Swing This. I've hung out with friends. I've jammed. I've filled in for people, but none of my own act. And we have like 20. He's going crazy back there. Look. See, he's trying to get your attention. We have 0 time left.
We're at the end.
Bye.
30 seconds? I don't want 30 seconds. We're going to go an hour today. I'm just kidding. Just one more thing. I want to thank Ron for being here today because I had a lot of people I could have asked and wanted to have here too. But you know what? This man stepped up and said, I'll do it for you, Will. And I'm really glad you did this for me because it means a lot to me because it's the first show. I couldn't have a better person for my first guest right here, Ron Caddy. Ron Caddy from Brevard, good musician, hell of a singer. You'll be hearing a lot more about him too. And we want to thank you for tuning in to Inside the Sound Wave, my first show. And here at ISW Recording Studio in the TV studios area, we got the whole building on A1A. Here we go, flashcard. Let's do it again for these guys. Florida Discount Music. I'm going to push these guys today because I bought a lot of stuff from these guys and they've taken care of me. They bailed me out. They're on US 1. They're at 454 North Harbor City Boulevard, 321-254-5645. Give them a call. They've got everything you need in music. All your instruments. Great guys. Thank you, everybody. We'll be here next Thursday. You can watch us 24/7 on demand, iswmusicstore.com. 24/7. We'll be here next Thursday live at 2. Come and see us. Thank you. God bless.
Bye-bye.
I'm just hitting you on every angle. Best players in the world. Bass players in the world. Yeah, no doubt about it. Bass players. Hey, incredible. That's why your mother is a whole night. And it was all because she was standing over the road.
to